Hey everybody, if you're just joining us, we're getting going here with the start of the B main. It's a little bit light this week, probably because this track is a real B. Definitely not all that fun sometimes. Alright, so we'll check it out here, let them get a little bit worked out. Looks like they're already pretty much spreading out. Hopefully this is a race and not qualifying. It's hard to say. It could be either. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Moscow Mules. So, yeah. I'm just doing a little sharing action here. You're listening to live coverage of me typing. Now you're listening to live coverage of me thinking. Now you're listening to live coverage of me typing again. And finally, live coverage of me waiting for the internet, which isn't doing anything. Oh dear, I wonder how long this race is. I can't really tell. Oh. Yeah. All right, if you're watching this, we're going to go in here in about 1 minute. Watching a little Lewis Pets doing some warm-up action for the B main. Praying that the race clock is set correctly. We're gonna find out. Yep, 10 minutes, so we're good to go now. It's my bad. These guys are gonna bring him in for some fuel. We're gonna get this sucker going here. Let me go to the starting line. Wait till we get going and we'll be able to tell you who is where. Probably some people doing some stuff. James is a little bit upset because he had a huge lead in that last one, but we have faith he can do it again. Right now watching Lewis. We're going to be switching around as they come across the lap counter here, and the little cool graphic didn't show up, so that's not good. There we go. And James back out in front again, where he was. Like a little tumble there. Oh, he's still up front. No, he's not. Who knows? Just in case you missed it, this race is being brought to you by a Moscow Mule. Looks like Dan out in front now. I believe this is Dan's first race with us. I'm going to be bumping two of these guys into the A. But things that go like they have been going. There's a good chance that 3 or 4 of these guys could be bumping. You missed it earlier, me saying that there's kind of a light turnout tonight. This track is very difficult. Oh, leader upside down. Taking a look at James here. He's trying to track Dan down. Again, we had a restart. Oh, no. James upside down. That's going to give second over to Michael Thompson. Oh, and Michael having some trouble, so James right back by. Oh, and we lost a guy. A good chance that all 3 of these guys will bump into the main. Dan's still out front. Uh-oh, he was. Him and James both having a lot of trouble here. All 3 guys are right close together. Okay, so not queso. Oh, queso sounds good. This queso sound bad. James back out in front here. Here. I said here, funny. Three minutes down, 7 minutes to go. James Zakos out in front. Got Dan Bax running in that second spot right here. And Michael Thompson in third. Top 2 guys will go to the A. But if any no-shows happen in the A, then all 3 of these guys will go to the A. Michael Thompson trying to talk. I'm trying to talk. Michael's probably not trying to talk. Ooh, almost clearing that little triple. Let's check on fast laps of the race. Right now we're looking at Michael at a 44.8, Dan Bax at 43.4, and James Zakos 42.5. James got some pace, but he's now got Dan Bax right behind him. Technically this should be the battle for the bump, and technically it is. But again, if we got any no-shows for the A, all three of these guys will get the bump. All right, coming up on 4 minutes left to go. Really good battle for the lead. Got James Zakos and Dan Bax doing some battling. Michael Thompson is running in that third spot. It's like Dan back out in front now. James right behind him. These guys keep fooling around and we're going to have a mirror full of Michael Thompson. There's just no way to keep that F5, the little lap times there, just pop back up. They're just going to be there. So James still leading him around here, unless he has any mechanical failures, which doesn't really happen in this game, unless maybe his computer catches on fire. Dan still running in second. He's not far back from James at all. And I'm jinxing him. Michael Thompson still holding down third. A lot of times Michael will be in the A main, so that just shows you how tricky this track is. That section right there is really hard. Let's watch James go around here. We'll tell you kind of the tricky spots of the track. This one's kind of tricky. It'll spit you out too close to those tires if you don't do a little turn and right there. This diagonal straight's really tricky. This one's real hard right here, as James is demonstrating that for me. Thank you, James. You kind of lose your car coming up to that corner, but not too bad. This that's pretty tricky right there. You might see some guys in the main going a little wide and tripling that, but that turn's actually not too hard. Checking out James back, or not John. Dan Bax. Combining people. Dan running in second. Down to 43.2 for a fast lap now. And some big hitters coming up in the A main, like Andrew Bakar and Justin Coral, Jason Woolridge. Sure we'll see some 39-second laps in that one. And James doing a good job of that little double single there. You got to ride that little hump, not really catch too much air, and you can do a nice clean double single coming onto the straightaway. 1 minute left. Sure, all these guys will be glad. Maybe not Michael so much, but chances are he'll get the buff up in. First and second will get one more lap in. Michael should get another lap in too. So one more lap for everybody. It should be about 13 lap run here. Something. Stuff. Leader James Akos here. Coming over to the double-double. Or it could be a triple single. And it is time. James going to take the win. And still running in that second spot, but Michael's made up a lot of ground. Here comes your leader, James Akos. Going to cruise across the line there. I believe everybody made 10 minutes in this one. I don't think anybody did a pit stop. Little pitty poo. Uh-oh. Dan going to finish it up in second there. Not far behind at all. Michael Thompson taking third. Okay, guys, hang out. We're going to be switching the server around. We'll be back in about 5-6 minutes. Enjoy some Ronald Jinkies music. All right, let him get a lap or so in here, and we'll see who's doing what and where. This is coverage of the Thursday Night Live A main. And now checking out Joe Giddy coming on the straightaway. So far, Joe leading him around, but not everybody coming by the lap counter yet. Joe finishing in the, I think, third spot last week. Looks like after first lap, it's Justin Coral out in front. He was your winner last week, and currently second qualifier, I believe, in the VRC World's Spec Nitro Buggy race. Main events are starting tomorrow. Justin looking to be a VRC World Champion. Andrew Bakar, who is already a VRC World Champion, sitting a 10th behind Justin after that first lap. Let's see where he's at. He comes by this time. Bakar going to pick up the lead now. Jason Woolridge, another super fast guy, running in second now. Actually running in third. Coral 4/10 behind Bakar. Everything kind of shuffles around as they come by. All right, this is supposed to be just a 4-minute qualifier. Hopefully it is. It will be a 20-minute main, so we will see some pit stops going down. Car with a bobble there. This track is very tricky. A lot of jumps coming into corners where you kind of have to overshoot the corner just to clear the jump. Okay, Bakar still showing the way. Coral in second. Got a second back, but then with a mistake there from Justin, that might change. Joe Giddy up into that third spot. Woolridge fourth. Looks like we lost somebody. Not sure who. Looks like we lost Jeremy Cups. I believe that should be time, hopefully. Should be a 4-minute qualifier. It looks like it is. Right now, the car showing on top. Let everybody kind of get finished up here. Waiting on Dan and Woolridge all the way down. What happened there? Oh, Dan's stuck on the pipe. Woolridge could just be far back and kind of needs to cycle through here. Woolridge had some trouble there. All right, there you guys see the lineup for the start of the A main, which is not correct. There we go. That's the correct lineup. So you got Bakar, Giddy, Coral, Sublet, Bax, Zakos, Woolridge, Thompson, and Cups dropped out there. May have somebody joining. See if Brian Germany can get back in. We'll wait 1 minute here, guys, and see if Brian Germany's going to join us. And it doesn't look like we're going to see Brian or Jeremy jumping in here for the A main. So race procedure has started. These guys are getting fuel. And it's going to be Bakar on point. And then you got Giddy, Coral, Sublet, Bax, Zakos, Woolridge, and Thompson. Here we go for the start. There they go. Car out in front. Coral right behind him. Not sure what happened to Giddy there. I missed it, but it's, oh, the car with a mistake, and Coral going to go by. Justin Coral out in front early. Andrew Bakar in second. Woolridge all the way up into the third spot fast. 1, 2, and 3 already getting some separation from the rest of the pack. And this is a 20-minute race. These guys got a lot of time to figure this out. Good battle for the lead here between Coral and Bakar. Eventually really like to try to get where we can do collisions on, because this right here is really hard. You start going in inside and outside of another car, you can't tell yours from anyone else's. Coral with a mistake there, and that's going to give Bakar the lead and Woolridge second. Jason with a little swappy-doo. And here we go again for Coral. This is maybe why he crashed the first time. It's very difficult racing on top of another guy. That sounds gross. Oh, Coral with another mistake. Woolridge trying to put some separation between him and Justin. Joe Giddy now running in that 4th spot after a bad first lap. Good battle for 2nd and 3rd. All right, still good battle here between Coral and Woolridge. Both of these guys have won some Thursday Night Live events before. Oh no, Coral piping it, or wooding it. Not sure what you call that section there coming onto the front straightaway. Now Joe Giddy not far behind Justin. Justin's probably already got the VRC Spec Worlds on his mind that's starting tomorrow. He is sitting 2nd in qualifying. The Bakar out in front, showing a 5-second lead for Andrew Bakar. I don't think that Andrew has lost a race that he has ran with us yet. But he is coming around James Zakos. Andrew now 8 seconds out in front. And here comes Coral right back up on Woolridge. Jason with a rough lap that time. Woolridge fast lap of 40.7. And he and Coral back at battle here. Looks like Coral now getting around, trying to pull away. Ooh, Jason getting it up on 2 wheels. So now it's Bakar, Coral, Woolridge, Giddy. Andrew still way out front. 9 seconds now back to Coral. With pit stops in this game go, lots of stuff can happen. You get it wrong coming into the pits. Sometimes the turn marshal puts you back onto the front straightaway. Hey, Justin Coral running in 2nd. He's able to put just a little bit of distance between him and Jason Woolridge in that 3rd spot. 1.3 the gap there. Taking a look at Jason here. All right, taking a look at Joe Giddy. Finished 3rd last week. Qualified 2nd. So he had a rough first lap there. Dropped him pretty far back in the pack, but he's making his way back up. Looks like we lost James and Michael. Down to 6 guys. I'm sure the good news for the guys on the server, though, is anything was lagging, it should be better. 6 minutes down, 14 minutes to go. Taking a look at Nick here back in the 5th spot. Nick taking a break from his mixtape to come race with us. All right, Nick looks like he is maybe slightly laggy. Let's take a look at Dan Bax. Do this again. This is his first time with us this week. Hopefully. I don't want to be insulting. He's like, man, this is my 5th race. Ooh, Dan bicycling it there. Nice save. I think he's got Woolridge coming up behind him. These guys must be teammates. Look at their paint jobs. Team orders there. Dan letting Jason go. Dan has picked up about a second, though, from what he was able to do in the B main. So he's getting faster. Ooh, looks like we might have had some pit stops. What was that? Sneaking it in there. Being all sneaky-like. Maybe not. Let's check out the car back out in front. See what the gap is back to Coral now. Last time we checked it was about 9 seconds. Ooh, now it's down to 6.66. That's a, ooh. You never want to see 6.66. All right, the car into pits here. Make it look clean. It can be a tricky pit lane. Coral. Don't think he's pitted yet. Maybe. 46-second lap. Either he pitted or he had an awful lap. It's hard to say. The car, though, definitely going to have to pit twice. Did not make it to 10 minutes. Taking a look at Joe Giddy. Oh, bad time to go to Joe there. But Joe definitely does not look like he has pitted yet. Joe could be sitting pretty. Bet you Woolridge is pitted because he has dropped back into that 4 spot. Coral still making his way around. So that 46-second lap. Yeah, actually the 46-second lap was what the car had when he pitted. I believe he got first and second have pitted. Joe Giddy just coming out of the pits. Joe maybe can squeeze it one stop. Coral still holding about a 6-second back to the car. Trying to make up some time there. Joe Giddy really consistent. 41, 41, 41, 40. Oh, I'm jinxing him. Let's go to somebody else. Car out in front. Fast lap of 39.1. That is insane. Probably pretty darn close to the world record. I'd have to look. And we aren't even running max grip. You're listening to live coverage of me looking up the world record time for this track and watching Andrew Bakar out in front. Let's check out Justin when he comes around and see what the deficit is, but it's going to be larger than 6 seconds now. 10 seconds, almost 11 seconds back. So that gap is growing a bit. Okay, back down to 8 seconds now. The car probably had a rough lap. Ooh, Coral, 39.3. He is punched. Oh, maybe a little too much. Joe Giddy running in 3rd. Jason Woolridge trying to track him back down. Joe looking for another podium finish here, 2 weeks in a row. Oh, Joe. No. See how far back Woolridge is. Woolridge is about 8 seconds back before that bobble. You can see Jason coming in the background there. That's on a gross too. Joe had a little bit of a long pit lap. I don't know if he crashed on that lap as well. 49 seconds to 46 for Justin and Andrew out in front. Uh-oh. Better stop watching Joe. I'm jinxing him. Back to Jason Woolridge in the 4th spot, who's again coming up on his teammate. Oh, no. Actually, it looks like the car just snuck around Jason. Jason not get to practice as much as he was when he first started this Thursday Night Live. A lot of times he's only getting to practice on the day of the race, which on a track this hard is not advised. A little loose. Still hanging tough, though. He's still got a shot at a podium. Take a look at Nick again, see if he's still laggy. His car was floating a bit earlier. Now it's going underground. Oh, he's still laggy. Let's check out Dan. His connection's looking a little more solid. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Coral is about 15 seconds back now. Dan trying to get a top 5 with his first race this year. Hey, taking a look at Andrew back out in front again here. I say here a lot. I should probably take another drink. So far, Andrew has not made his second stop. I'm not sure how he's going to make it without making a second stop. He is trying to get by Mr. Giddy. Justin may be the only one that's going to be able to stay on the lead lap here. Andrew is laying it down. All right, got Justin Coral into the pits for his second stop. He's going to go ahead and knock it out here. Had a rough lap. Wow, who was that flew into the pits? It wasn't Joe. Nick just almost cleared the whole pit lane there. Okay, still waiting on Andrew to make his second stop. Not this time. All right, you guys are watching live coverage of Thursday Night Live, VRC Pro Simulator. And listening to live coverage of me fighting sinus problems or allergies. Not real sure. Still waiting on Bucar to make his second stop. Another 39.1 that last lap by. Kind of fast. Had a 39 flat for his fast lap earlier. See if he's going to do it this time by. It's got to be getting close. No. I swore he came in at about the 8-minute mark. It's got to be this lap, I would imagine. We'll come back to him in just a second. Coral with a rough second pit lap there, 49 seconds to his first one was a 46. See if Andrew's coming into the pits. Andrew not that far behind Coral. Gap is pretty large at the moment. 35-second gap, but here comes the car into the pits, so that's going to eat up a little bit of it at least. Pretty clean. We'll check and see what that is, but he was cranking out 3 39-second laps before that stop. It's maximum attack there before you know you have to come in for the pits. 39.1, 39.3, 39.4. That is insane. Gap back to second. Still 35 seconds. The car in and out of the pits and didn't lose any time. Taking a look at Joe Giddy here in the third spot, looking for a second podium finish in 2 weeks. He's got Woolridge not too far back, though. Jason putting on a huge charge. Oh, and Joe into the pits. So Joe was not able to stretch that out. See if he makes a clean exit here. Yep. So Woolridge now up into that third spot. I think Jason's going to have to pit again. Jason's got to put the hammer down here. Actually, no. I think he did. Jason's going to be. He's going to be good to go. Woolridge looking to. Hey, I just turned my mic off. Anyway, there's Jason Woolridge. 30 seconds left to go. The car is way out in front. Right back. Ooh, bobble there. Came out of the pits and was right back into the 39-second laps. Sure, he's pushing it, trying to get one more lap in here. It's funny when you can watch somebody drive and just know what they're thinking. Ooh, it's going to be close. I believe he's going to get it. Yep, the car going to be the only one finishing on his lap. Meanwhile, that is time. Taking a look at Justin Cole running in the second spot. Justin pretty consistent, but just not as consistent and as fast as Andrew Bakar. Got a big gap back to Woolridge though. Justin's going to finish up in the second. Jason's going to finish up in third. And here comes Andrew Bakar, going to take that win. Over 30 seconds. Andrew Bakar, your winner. Jump in the pit lane. Style points there. Justin Coral going to finish up second. Woolridge third. Giddy missing out on his second podium in 2 weeks. Then you got Sublett in the fifth spot. Dan Bax in the sixth spot. Pretty good race there, guys. Pretty good little race there. I'm gonna take a look at the results there. Woolridge is already disconnected, so don't know what kind of lap times he was doing. Anyway, I appreciate you guys joining us. Hopefully you'll go check us out on Facebook or VRC. And hopefully you can be out here with us next week. Until then, we'll see you guys later.